Well, Welling present a fine example of a club which has risen through the hierarchy of non-league football. Indeed, their ascent has been meteoric from the humble days of Parks football in '64, the year of their formation. They've risen through the Metropolitan London League, the Athenian League, the Southern League, and then won the Premier Division in 1986, and have since become established in the Conference. And that was all achieved with attendances of less than 500, so a tremendous off-the-field success to raise to this standard of senior football. Banks lofting that one towards Withy. Withy gets up, wins the header, and A.D. Mings is in there. Mings nearly presenting a problem. Be looking for Hedges now. Hedges comes in with a good low cross, but that's cleared. City with all the early territorial possession. Randall now with a chance, no offside. Randall going for the lob. So it's the Welling captain Nigel Ransom with the throw. Over 800 appearances for Welling, and a long career with his only club. Oh, that's breaking. Good ball by London, looking for Mings, and Mings still in, but eventually Mark Hone, the fullback, wins the battle. Good lively running from Mings though. So they're obviously finding goals hard to come by in the Conference. It's a good ball by Robbins, finding the wide man, and a terrible own goal, headed in by the Bath City player manager Tony Ricketts. An early shock for Bath with just 8 minutes on the clock. Yes, Paul Barron, the Welling United goalkeeper, has previously played for a string of clubs, the most famous of which is Arsenal, and Plymouth, West Bromwich Albion, Crystal Palace, Stoke and Queen's Park Rangers. And he was in fact the first full-time player at Cheltenham Town, but failed to have his contract renewed a year ago. Now established as the Welling number one. And a ball fired in there towards Abbott. Good turn by Abbott on the edge of the box, and a shot which flashes across the face of goal, and the corner is given. Join the fray. Robbins gets the flick on, and the referee blowing for attention now to the man who's injured, and Richard Crowley is going to get a booking for his troubles. Free kick from Ransom, headed away by Crowley, back in again, and Churchward looked as though he was foul, but play on, and Churchward collects second time. Anxious moments again for City. There we see the Welling bench, manager in the centre of the shot, Nicky Brigden. He's been in charge at Welling for 18 months now, succeeding Graham Hobbins, and he was recently made the 12th full-time manager in the Conference. As a wild clearance there comes in, and he's going to be responsible for the development of the youth policy and commercial activities, as well as running the first team, of course. Shame that attack lost momentum, because it did start quite promisingly, and now there's a little tangle between Mings and Mark Hone, and the referee is going to act. Someone's going to be penalised here. He's having a terse word with Mings there in your shot, as Hone decides that he's injured again and lies down for treatment. With his header on to Randall, and Reynolds able to clear now, and a terrible mistake by Crowley, and that should have been Welling's second. Gary Abbott was clean through after a complete miss kick by Richard Crowley, but Gary Abbott, an experienced striker, in fact Welling's record signing for £30,000 in 1990, when he returned from Enfield. With his header, that's a good one onto Randall. It's right at his path. Randall doing well, and a great shot, and it's just over after a fine save by Barron. Well, that was brilliant football from Bath. A lovely header down from Withy into the path of Paul Randall. Randall taking it inside with a lovely deft touch. And the City fans finding their voice. It's into the danger area, but Barron should collect and does, and wins the free kick. There's some niggly moments in the early stages of this game. The referee again calling the Welling physio, Peter Green, onto the pitch. He's been the busiest man of the night so far, I think, Peter Green. He's certainly going to be as fit as most of the players before long. Brown. And a chance now for Randall, but the referee bringing the players back, not playing the advantage, and that could have cost Bath dear, as Paul Randall was racing on to a good pass, and surprisingly the Welling player Nigel Rampton, the captain, is complaining about that. I would have thought he would have been a happy man. Certainly if I would have been in that defence, I would have considered myself fortunate to have got away with that. Here's Crowley's free kick, and it's a good header coming in from Ricketts, wasn't it? But over the bar. Welling, of course, reached the third round of the FA Cup in 1989 at the expense of City in round 2, 0-0 at Twerton. Bath 2-0 up at Parkview Road, and then Welling winning by 3-2. And City, free kick, quite an obvious free kick, although the Mark Hone has gone down again, and Peter Green once again enters the action. I hope he's done his hair for the video tonight, because he's certainly been featured a lot. I wonder if he's got a press agent. Only a brief appearance this time for Peter. Crowley shouts, he's in space, but Hedges opts for Banks. And Banks going for the corner, failing to get it. Here's Crowley. It's a good touch and a nice cross from Crowley. Withy. Mings is challenging, and a chance for Randall, but it just broke away from him. Still danger though, and the ball going in, but the referee has blown up. He spotted an infringement in there, which the Welling players are very happy about. Then going back to his days as a forward there, and a beautiful ball into the path of Randall. Forced a little wide, Paul Randall, and the shot was disappointing, but what a beautiful through ball from David Singleton. Randall forced back by White, and the linesman flagging. He was unhappy with that challenge, but it's a chance and a good goal by Abbott. But the linesman has finally been overruled by the referee. The linesman was unhappy about that incident, but the referee overruled him. I personally couldn't see anything wrong with it. Hedges with the cross in. A good header away by Berry. The Welling central defence has been very strong. Here's Terry Robbins on the break with Abbott in support, finds Abbott, and that's the third for Gary Abbott. The striking partnership of Terry Robbins and Gary Abbott working superbly there. Robbins with the time and space to put the right ball in. Abbott had to stretch some. Amazing mix-up, and fired over by Graham Withy from close range there. Fought on regardless, Dave Singleton tonight for City. But he's had no answer to this man, Stuart White, who's tormented the City defence on the right flank. Brown offside on that occasion. And Mr. Pike blows up as we thought the video equipment was about to be shattered into oblivion. That ball coming in not far away from us. Welling winning this one by 3-0. It was a clinical performance from a leading conference side.
Brilliant, come on. Choke, watch it, choke. Well, Danny. Yeah! Fuck you, old man. Tell clubs now. Make sure Rainbow City be on the other side. Lads, it's 1 free kick. Come on, lads. Let's go, right! Take it out, Tom!